My name is Sonia. I was born in Dubai and I moved back to India when I was around 2 to 3 years. And my dad continued to work in Dubai. And so I grew up with my mom and my brother most of my life. And so we used to miss him, but we always knew that he was just a phone call away. So back in those days, telephone was not so common in all the houses like in 1995 and 1996. So we kids, like my brother and I, used to wait for his calls, letters, and birthday cards. So it's like we used to get his call once in a week, like that. So, so most of the time I was with my mom and my brother. My mom and dad had sacrificed a lot for us to give us a better life, better education. So we are always grateful to them actually. Our family is a Christian family. It was mandatory for us to go to church every week, especially Sunday school. We were not supposed to miss Sunday school actually, and our mom made sure that we go to Sunday school every week. And not just that, every day we had morning prayer and evening prayer, especially family prayer. So we had to sit on the floor, not on the chair. So we had to sing songs and uh, read Bible. Then one of us has to pray. One day it would be my mom, next day my brother, and next day it's me. And when if my dad is there with us, then he has to pray, take the lead. So we started praying from a very young age itself. So we started having a good relationship with God from childhood itself. Then, even though I used to attend church or go to Sunday school and everything, I became more close to Jesus when I went for my higher studies. I was a very sensitive kind of person. I used to get upset with silly things. Even a simple kind of no would upset me a lot. And even taking decision was so challenging. My problems may sound silly to others, so even I couldn't even share with anyone. So what I did was I started talking to God. So every day I just sit on my bed and I used to pray and just pray. I used to say that, God, I don't know what to do. So just please help me what to do. Just tell me what to do. So next day when I wake up, I used to hear some kind of answers. It may not be the next day. It may take around 1 week or something. It may be in the form of an email or maybe a good news or maybe some good positive thing or anything. So I used to pray to God everything. And I started having a relationship with God. So when I started having that relationship with God, I started experiencing His unconditional love and care. So one verse that always comes to my mind is like, cast all your worries or anxieties to God because He cares for you. That meant a lot to me because even though I pray every day, sometimes I used to feel like again lonely or depressed or feeling a little bit low. But I used to always keep that verse in my mind. He cares for you. He cares for you. So put all your anxieties and worries on Him. And we all walk through difficulties in our life, but He has wonderful plans for you. And you may not get it in the time that you think that's appropriate, but you will receive it when it's time. So, just for an example, if I say when I moved to Canada, I didn't get my licensure soon. So it took me around 1 year, or around more than 1 year actually. So initially I used to feel very sad, disappointed why it's taking a lot of time. So I used to pray every day, and then I got my license, then I got my job, and I was so happy. But when I think back, what I feel was He gave me that at the right time because I was recently married, like newly wedded couple. So we got time to spend time like together, and we both explored beautiful places in Canada. We went for trekking, camping, and we made friends. And I got a lot of time to come to church, involved in a lot of activities. I made a lot of friends. It was nice that I got that time period. Mine and yeah, mine was an arranged marriage, and it was not like our family would say you have to marry this guy. It was not like that. So instead of dating apps, we have matrimony sites. So we have our profiles there. So instead of just like the whole family will be looking into it, like mom, dad, brother. So it's not just the union of two people, it's the union of two families. So we have complete freedom to say yes and say no. So, and then finally we both met, and even including our families. Then we talked to each other and we felt really good. Like, yeah, then we gave a 6 month waiting period. Then we talked to each other. Then we got married. Just a week before, also my dad said, like, just think about it. You have time, and if you're ready, then so then he said, if you're ready, okay, say yes. So it was not like a force, because when suddenly people hear that it's arranged marriage, everyone used to wonder, like, so how is it? Is it like the girl has to marry this guy? No, no, it's not like that. It's instead of meeting of two-person, the whole family is involved in that. So it's the union of two families, and we have complete freedom. So I used to go to a church, like a traditional church. So when I moved to Canada, we didn't have any traditional churches here. So I was wondering, like, whether there will be any church or where to go. And Denny found a church, and Denny came to actually. Denny has been attending Christian Fellowship Church for almost like 2 years, or like 1.5 years, or like around 2 years. So then I also joined him, and this church helped me a lot to become more close to Jesus. Actually, I could participate in a lot of activities, and I could talk to so many people, and I was so glad to hear that there are so many people in this church who prays for others, like who care for others. And I'm so grateful that we have a Christian Fellowship Church in this Nova Scotia, and there are people, so many loving people who care for others. Recently, my husband moved to West around 2 months ago, and so I finished my responsibilities here by June end, and I'll be moving to West in July, around mid of July. So I have to restart everything. The place where Denny is like a small place, so it's like New Glasgow. Then you have to travel 100 kilometers to reach another town. So it's like that. So for a chance of getting job for me is less there. Yeah, we were happy, and we thought of like just having a fast start in the family. But it's a tough process, so I need a lot of prayers. And I know that church, people in this church pray for us every day. But still, I need a lot of prayers, and I'll keep you in my prayers too. And I know that God has plans, and this is His plan, and He will provide us. I think like everyone must have a relationship with God, because He is the reason that you are here in this world, and He knew you before you were born in your mother's womb, before you were formed in your mother's womb. You cannot go away from Him. Even if you try to go away, if you are His child, so He will catch you and make sure that you go through His path.